It's a Hemi Superbird. Is a 4-speed car, or it's a 4-speed? Here I am. Yeah. 1970 Plymouth Superbird. And sir, how long you've had this since
1975.
1975. And so, I mean, you obviously bought it's a Hemi Superbird. Is a 4-speed car, or it's a 4-speed? Limelight. What did you run? I mean, did you race it, or did you?
I have beat it around the streets here.
Yeah.
That's the way it's always been driven.
Really, with the nose not painted, and really, that's so cool.
It's not the way I done it.
Oh, okay. But it's a real, true, legit 1970 Hemi. Wow. It's got the wrong air cleaner, but I like that.
It's a 68 engine.
Oh, it's a 68 engine? Okay.
We had a 383 welded in when I got it.
Welded in?
I didn't take the K-linder out.
Wow.
Three got much horsepower they had to weld them in.
They were torquey motors for a reason. Wow.
And I bought a Hemi Superbee 68
Okay.
rolling year over, of course, we get 20 miles, 30 miles from here.
Okay.
Guy had used it well, rolled it,
Oh, geez.
didn't have insurance, had it up for sale. The local body fanatic told me. So I looked at it, he said I want $1,500 for it. And I said, I give you $1,250, it looks pretty beat up.
It was rolled.
It's a $1,250 engine. I sold the car for $2,000.
Oh.
So we're talking free.
You know, you made money on a Hemi. Oh, geez. That's incredible. So, I mean, yeah, so 75, I mean, so this thing had been beaten pretty good before you got it. The engine was missing.
Yeah, I could never find it. It had sat.
There was a whole second video, or a second half to the video, but something happened and it got corrupted. That's the issue you have with GoPros, is they don't work very well sometimes, and I've had that happen on more than one occasion. The rest of the story is the Superbird was wrecked early in its life. It was rear-ended, and you can see here it was back-halved with a 70 like Roadrunner satellite rear end. And the Hemi was gone by then. So the car was put back together and never finished painted. And it's been sitting since 1975. You can see here at the end with the fender tag, the paper. It's been hanging around for a while, but it is a true legit Hemi 4-speed 70 Superbird in Limelight. So it's one of only a handful made, and definitely is worth restoring when it gets out of the garage.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video from Pennsylvania. How crazy is it to, in this modern era, to still find Hemi Superbirds in garages and barns and fields? Well, not as much fields, but you do find them. This was a very funny situation. I was actually in town looking at another collection, and I'll try to tag it somewhere up here. I was visiting my friend, and he's like, when you were here the last time, I take you to the Hemi Superbird nearby. I'm like, you have 2 Superbirds in a Daytona. What do you mean there's a Hemi Superbird nearby? He goes, yeah, come on. Hop in his car. We go over there, and sure, there it was, a real 70 Hemi 4-speed Superbird. And that year was the year I visited my friends with the Hemi Superbird Limelight car 4-speed in the rafters of their shop the first time, which was 2018. And so in a span of 2 months, I had seen 2 Hemi 4-speed Limelight Superbirds that were not, they're neglected or, barn finds. Well, this one is a garage find. The other one was a warehouse rafter find. But so yeah, so this was a lot of fun, and I've been holding on to this one for a special occasion like this. I wish I'd had more how should I say knowledge about how to film this, and it really is unfortunate that the GoPro failed me again, because that's happened a few times lately in going through these videos, that I've seen that the GoPro, like, for some reason it breaks them into sections, and like the second one will just not be there, but the third one will be there. So, or it won't record audio. for some unknown reason. Like I have an entire series from Indiana, which I just did before Dream Cruise, that everything's muted. You can't hear anything. There is no audio. And that was a 4 or 5 video series just wasted. I'll probably use it as B-roll, but it's just really unfortunate. Especially with this one. This one was such a cool car. And I really showed like where the car had been back halved and what was original. So what a weird, unique car. And I'm so fortunate that the owner allowed me the opportunity to document it at all. Because like I said, it'd been sitting in that garage, or maybe not that garage. I think it actually was that garage since 1975. So yeah. And then continuing the Subvember trend, next week will be another Hemi Superbird and a star cat, let's just say, because he likes getting a lot of high-profile content. But it's a real Hemi automatic Superbird, I think automatic on the column, that, again, it's been sitting off the road since, I think the previous owner got it running once, but that like never got it running drive. It just got it running and then parked it. And that's next week. Then we will do the Daytona wreck, which is a 1969 Dodge Daytona 440 car that's been off the road since 1970 because it was in a really, really bad wreck. And you'll see it then. I've given you a few little spoilers through the last few weeks. But let me know what you think. I've been actually working in the garage because it's been kind of nice. It's been cold, but I did something about it. I made Adam Savage from Mythbusters. He has a YouTube channel called Tested, and he talked about making a heater out of a box and a hairdryer for doing model work. And so that's what I did this week. I found a box, and I'll put pictures of it up here. I found a long box in the trash. And I had to do, here, I'll show you real quick. This was I don't know which one was, okay, this was the good one. So I had 2 panels I had to paint. This one was the worst of the 2, but I did it with the original recommended paint. You can kind of see that it's, like a satiny finish. And the second one I did with the Krylon Matte Black, which came out really, really shiny. I'll show a picture here. So I really wanted to at least knock down this pillar trim because I did another piece right there, the kick panel, but no one's going to see that, so I don't care. But I made the heater and it worked perfectly. It warmed it up, and I know it's not perfect. It's still shiny, but it was really bad before. And it's still a little shiny. I'll probably have to knock it down one more time, but it looks so much better than it did before. Here's an example. I know you can't see it real well on film, on the video, but they definitely do have different textures to them. And then I also knocked down the kick panel just while I had the heater going. So yeah, been working on that and getting ready for McCacken. Doing a lot of map stuff. We had our meeting 2 weeks ago today, or a week ago today. So been busy. I will be at the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. Obviously, last week I posted the video of the last update on the Hurricane Superbird before the unveiling on November 23rd at McCacken, 9:30 to 10 roughly. We'll have shirts there commemorating the car, which I'll post a picture of. And then I'll be in my barn find area. So I'll be selling books. I'll have some postcards for free. So come and say hi. If you guys have any comments or questions on anything you see here or anything just in general, if you know of any cool cars sitting, I'm always looking for cool stuff, especially in the Midwest, to go document. I definitely would appreciate it if you guys shared this video and liked it. Sharing is good. That's the best for this situation. But I appreciate everything you guys do, and I'll keep you all up to date as things develop. Until then, you guys stay safe.